All right, here's some deep league mentions, guys. You know, Kayshon Boutte led the team in receiving yards, tied for the team lead in targets and receptions. If that defense is any indication, like, they're going to have to be throwing quite a bit. Stephon Diggs doesn't look like he is fully up to speed. Demario Douglas only playing in 3 wide receiver sets, Pop Douglas. So Kayshon Boutte, like, again, Kyle Williams, no one really to be seen. Boutte, I think, is the lead. Should be rostered in a lot more leagues. Hey, Josh Palmer had a 20% target share in week 1. Now, again, that was a crazy game where, you know, Josh Allen threw it a zillion times, but Palmer's going to be part of one of the best offenses. Wan'Dale Robinson, of course, still a PPR cheat code, 25% target share for him. He's against the Dallas Cowboys. Calvin Austin was the clear number 2 wide receiver for the Steelers, opposite DK Metcalf, and, like, I mean, I don't know that you're excited to drop somebody to go grab Calvin Austin, but, like, if you're like me and you're in a deep league where you have Xavier Worthy that you're going to throw in an IR spot and there's, like, no one available in the league, Calvin Austin is out there as well. And we've talked about him during the preseason, Connor, but Alec Manor, like,
how about a 28% target share?
Against the Broncos.
Right, and if you think about it, I know the day didn't look great just in the box score, but Brian Callahan missed a very obvious challenge because he didn't know the elbow in bounds counts as a catch. He didn't challenge a play to Io Manor. That was a big play. Yeah. That would have helped his stats a little bit. I mean, this is one of my bold predictions before the season. Io Manor is going to finish as a top 50 receiver. I think by the end of the year, he's going to be Cam Ward's number 1 wide receiver. And boy, does Cam Ward need somebody to help him out.
It was brutal. It was tough. He wasn't
tough
getting
watch.
any help. It's funny, like, his stats, everything statistically was horrific about Cam Ward. Watch the game. I didn't think he was playing that badly. Like, made some plays.
Denver's defense
no
is
help.
Pretty loaded.
No help there.
I want to mention a couple of guys real quickly. Ray-Ray McCloud. I mean, again, Darnell Mooney did not play in week 1. Drake London now dealing with a shoulder injury. So Ray-Ray McCloud on a you know, they're playing Minnesota. It's a tough defense, but we know Michael Penix is going to throw. Torrey Horton. Guys, this might be it for Cooper Kupp. Like, give it one more week. Again, Darnold was under pressure, tough matchup against San Francisco, but ended the year poorly. And just, you know, other than JSN, it didn't look like anyone in that Seattle passing offense. And so Torrey Horton, who had a great camp, Connor.
And remember what we said when they got Cooper Kupp? We did this show. We were like, this is a conflicting skill set with JSN. Yeah. But JSN's just so much better, all of those things now at this stage of his career, where Torrey Horton, who had a great summer, had a great camp, can win vertical. Yeah. This is an offense that they need somebody to win down the field, and Torrey Horton at some point should be on the field for that. I mean, it's tough to say, and it's a little early, but maybe it's not early. This is what Cooper Kupp's been for a while.
Yeah, we'll give him another week. Give another week for Kupp, but if he's nothing, again, and non-existent against the Steelers, who really struggled against the Jets of all offenses, then I think it's in trouble. And also, like, they just never threw the ball either. Like, they just want to run the ball, and they weren't having any success on the ground either. They just kept on running it. So, yeah, Seattle offense did not look great. Cooper Kupp, he's dropping passes. They used him in, like, they was out there a lot. Yeah. They were using him in, like, bunch formations next to JSN, but then Kupp would, like, trip and then drop a pass. It wasn't good at all for Cooper.
No, it certainly wasn't. And so obviously when you head to your waiver wire, it sort of depends on what you need. Do you need somebody this week? You lost Xavier Worthy, or you lost George Kittle, which we're going to get to here in a second, right? If you need somebody this week, then, you know, at wide receiver, somebody like Ray-Ray McCloud, somebody like Wan'Dale Robinson, you know, Kayshon Boutte, like, again, deeper leagues, right? Or obviously any of the main guys we mentioned, Hollywood, Cedric Tillman, the 2 Chargers. But if you're like, you know what, actually I'm pretty good, but, like, I'm just looking for somebody to stash. Io Manor is somebody that I would stash. Torrey Horton is somebody that I stash. I don't know if they're using this week, but that you think that down the road they will have value. And I'll give you one more name. Malik Washington. We sort of talked about this a little bit yesterday as well, and Pro Football Talk talked about this as well. If you go to Pro Football Talk, Florio did a story about this. That Tyreek Hill has a very good chance of being this year's Devontae Adams. That if the things don't go as well as the Dolphins hope, and there's a very real chance that they're 1-3, or, you know, they're 2-4. If you look at sort of their upcoming schedule, and they've got a tough one coming up, that Tyreek Hill could be on the move as they sort of have to tear it all down. The Chiefs and the Steelers are 2 teams that have been mentioned as well that you could use. They could use a veteran wide receiver. Tyreek reuniting with Mahomes and Andy Reid just makes so much sense given the needs that they have, where that team is. They brought back Kareem Hunt, so there's precedent there for bringing back a player where it ended poorly, but then they, you know, all's forgiven.
We need each other. That's what that's called.
Right, right, exactly. And so we'll break that down. But if Tyreek Hill gets moved, whether it's the Chiefs, the Steelers, wherever, if Tyreek Hill gets moved, and I think there's a decent chance, or even if he gets hurt, this is somebody who's dealt with injuries. Malik Washington is the guy that most obviously profiles to take that role in the offense. Like, he played that role in the preseason when Hill was sitting out. He's crazy fast.
Yes, great athlete.
And I have Malik Washington in every dynasty league, and highly recommend a stash for deeper leagues.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.